Hello and welcome everyone, Stormy Sensei here. We are going to be playing some Star Rail tonight. Can't get rid of that until I actually start that quest.
Life is as ephemeral.
Alright. Let's begin by making a decision here as to whether to try to get E1 Tritty. So, Huahua is coming to the next banner, and although I don't need an E2 Huahua, it would be nice to get an S2 light cone, or maybe even have a second copy that isn't superimposed, because it's kind of Gallagher's best light cone as well. Energy regeneration rate, increase the attack power of people that are healed, which is always, and also other allies can heal themselves by using an ultimate. Although Gallagher doesn't really heal off of max HP, so maybe it's not that great, but it could save someone in a pinch. And then from then on, I don't really plan on getting any other characters. I might try one more time to go for Aventurine's Light Cone when that comes out. Leaks have it at the end of next patch. I don't plan on getting Maide or Castris or Anexa. So really it's just going to come down to the next couple of banners and the reruns. I am somewhat interested in Fugue. That's another rumor for an upcoming rerun. But the thing about Fugue is that I don't really need her right now. She's kind of like a plan for a future team that I'd be going for. So it really comes down to make the current team even better than it is, or start working on another team. I'm just looking for the trash can that I need to get here while I ramble on. I've slowly started to go back and talk to all the NPCs for Paperfold Academy. Oh, it's actually not this one. Okay. What are some other places the trash can would be? This is a good place for it to be. I don't think that's it. Or maybe it is. Usually it doesn't appear as a thing on the map. There it is. Maybe I'll do 30 pulls and stop at that point. And then for Huohuo's light cone, I'll do 20 pulls. And I'll be making progress towards future things. And if I get it early, I get it early. And then I'll still have, if I did that many, I'd have 40 left right now. But I'm going to get more because of the new version. Oops. Too busy mashing.
Is it coming? The west wind. Away we go!
This mortals watch over you and guide you on your path.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all.
Time for the map. Show no mercy.
Ow. Ow. I'm not even... what's it called? Okay, there you go.
A foregone conclusion. Here is thunder.
Like I'm an erudition character. Why are they hitting me like that?
Clarity is before me. Conflict is pitiless.
Underestimating us will cost you.
This trial is fitting. My vow is broken.
Summon your own son.
Here is thunder. Show no mercy.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again.
Get them.
Watch closely.
Battles are chess games.
I also think
No two
that
are alike.
I need to swap around some things. Yeah, I thought so. And yeah, I can swap this one too. And now the series is complete. Well, it's not complete because I still want to talk to all the NPCs. There's a surprising number of stellar jades you can get just from by talking to random NPCs.
Remember to bring more next time.
Hey there, Wobster. In fact, I think I got like 20 stellar jades. I wish I could just like scroll automatically down to the bottom. Because sorted in a weird. It's like it's sorted in the order that they expect you to complete the stuff. It's going to be towards the bottom. Can't believe that this is the 3rd calendar year in which I'm playing this game. If this scrolls back to the top, I'll be so mad. Yeah, there we go. So... basically all the stuff that happened in May. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, that's from your house or from your room. But it's still 5. It's pretty good. That's 25 Stellar Jade. And I'm not even halfway done with that area yet. Alright, let's do our pools. We're gonna do 30 on Trippy's banner. Win or lose. So far that's a loss. We're at like 0 pity, so this is expected to get nothing. But we have 90 pulls and we don't really plan on getting another major character until Cypher. So we can be a little reckless. That's a good one. Worth it. It is a 50-50 loss, which is a little scary. Oh, we actually got a 5-star with literally no pity. Let's see if we won the 50-50 though. I said I was gonna do 30 pulls, but if I got it on the second, what do I do with that information? Do like another 10 pull anyway? Ooh, another Himiko. Okay, well now we're on the guarantee. And another Hook Eidolon, which I needed. And honestly, another Himiko Eidolon is also really good. And also that makes me get to my warp 40 times, because I wasn't going to get that otherwise. So I kind of just need to warp a little bit there. Himiko. I think that's now E2. Yes, it is. Deal more damage to enemies that are low HP. It's actually not going to activate very often. Usually Himiko is the one that puts them into below 50 HP, or 50% HP, and then Herta is the one that finishes them off.
This path bridges the stars, as if it were a string of shimmering pearls.
Like none of these are useful, but this one is pretty good though. 2 additional ticks, 40% damage. That's like, you know, so basically you're doing 80% of your ultimate damage. And Hook. I need to activate her E4, which I really, really wanted. Oh, E6 actually, even better.
Hook's ready to find the next treasure.
Alright, that's another E6. I don't even know, like, I'm running out of 4 stars to need to improve. Like, E6 Asta, obviously. I've had E6 Asta since before I knew what Eidolons did. I don't know why. I guess she must have been on the Sela banner. Hanya E6, Gwenaifen E6, Hook E6. Still Herta E5. My first E5 moving also was my first E6 in first E5. Still need E6 on Moza. Oh, that'd be really nice. Recently got E6 Tingyun, E6 Revolve since for a while. And when I get E6 Shui, that's actually pretty good. E6 Lynx. No E6 Yukong, that'd be really nice. Of course, E6 March. And I also have E6 Preservation March as well. E6, E6, E6. Only E4 on the Sushang. And only E4 on the Luca. Luca's actually the last 4-star character for me to get. So that's pretty impressive. Only E4 on the Arlen. E6 on the Sampo and E2 on the Misha. Yep. E1 Japard. When did that happen? It was in... What's it called? It was in this patch, I think. Or like 3.0, it was in that patch. I don't know what I lost. Oh, I think that's who I lost the Herta to. Yeah, I lost the Herta to Japard. On to story stuff now.
A few games of chess will while away the time.
Well, sir, at some point I think you were talking about doing a space anchorless playthrough of Star Rail. One concern you might have is that you'd be stuck here in Amphorius, because there's no way to get back to the Astral Express because your little transport ship was shot down.
Did something happen, Clementine? Oh, that's a serious injury. Miss Hyacine, this man was discovered by Trian. Trian was in a bad mood this morning, so we went to the outskirts of Alchema for some fresh air. But then we found him collapsed on the roadside. Trian knows the city has good doctors, so Trian brought our new friend into the city to look for a doctor. I was waiting here for Miss Hyacine when I bumped into Lady Trian. But by then, this man was already in critical condition, so I had to perform some emergency treatment first. These wounds, they're caused by the black tide. This is bad. Clementine, prepare a ward for this man at once. I'll treat him myself. It's a miracle he's still alive, considering how badly the black tide injured him. Ray, Cassie, and Trian, would you mind making your way to the grove first? Once this man is out of danger, Clementine and I will join you. As a healer, I cannot ignore those in need of medical attention.
I understand. May fate have mercy on this poor man.
Trian believes he'll get better. Everybody, follow Trian! Fly, fly, fly away from Alchema! Here we go! To the skies we fly! Leaving Alchema behind! Little Cass, little Gray, are you ready?
You might not be aware of this, but using the sentry gate takes a significant toll on Lady Trian. too.
Okie dokie. Everybody, let's hold hands. To the grove we go!
It's harder than I thought to sew gemstones onto Wolfeld.
Cass, memmy, memmy, mem. Memmy, mem, mem, mem.
Okay, so I was wondering if casters could understand Mim.
Why don't you give it a go?
Is that... Do other people understand Mim as well? I feel like Dan Heng was not able to understand what Mim was saying.
Memmy, mem, mem, memmy, mem. Memmy, mem.
So many days? What do you mean? How long have we been here for?
It's hard not to like Mim when they're so adorable. Oh, this is amazing. It seems as if their voice has become more intelligible after the battle with Encoder. After spending the last few days together, I feel like I'm gradually gaining the ability to understand what they're saying. Even if it's just a little.
Okay, so it has nothing to do with her ability to understand Titans.
Is everybody awake? Little Gray, little Cass, and a little pink puppy? Puppy? Memmy, mem, 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 mem. Memmy, mem, 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 memmy, mem. Mem, mem, memmy.
It's already action hour. Lady Trianne, I hope
Slept
you're
until
well
noon,
rested.
huh?
You were talking in your sleep. Did you dream of many things?
Sleep talking? What did Trianne say?
Something like, Mommy, all with sword. Let's fight together. We'll be brave.
Ugh, it's so embarrassing. Please don't make fun of Trianne.
Of course not. Wasn't Lady Trianne also the Holy Maiden of Yanisopolis?
Uh-huh. Mama was the strongest holy maiden in all of our history. She also gave us the prophecy of deliverance. And she had red hair that looked like a cute red mushroom. But Trianne can't remember what Mama looked like anymore. Not even in the dream just now.
This has been millennia, so...
Memmy, mem. Memmy, mem, 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 memmy, mem, mem. Memmy, mem, mem. Memmy, memmy, mem, mem, memmy, memmy, mem, mem. Memmy, 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 mem. Mem, memmy, mem, mem, mem. Memmy, mem, memmy, mem, mem. Mem, memmy, mem, 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 mem. Mem, 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 mem. Boom. Mem, memmy, mem, mem, mem.
Well, that was a unique sound. Boom. Instead of just mem.
And thinks that's a great idea. Can the pink puppy help Trianne?
Okay, so everyone can understand mem.
Memmy, mem, 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 mem. Little Memmy from now on.
We don't actually need to hear Mim voice their lines.
Remembers that we need to help Aggie ask the big tree whether Cersei's would be willing to visit Akuma. If we follow this woven tree and keep going upward, we'll reach the grove in no time.
Legend has it that whenever they requested an audience with Cersei's, Nestia would always come to the meeting in a long white dress. As the warps and wefts of the dress came into contact with the ground, they turned into paths and stairs. May this romantic path bring good tidings to Akuma.
Yes, now's as good a time as ever to go through these.
really his name, is it?
Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, where life too seems as small as a speck of dust.
No matter. My existence is of little consequence. Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey.
Okay, I was wondering about that, so I just need to actually read the stories in order to get these. So let's go through these.
The epitome of magnificence, unbounded benevolence.
But there's one thing she'll never be able to achieve. She will never be able to produce something seamless.
Lady Aglaya, grace our eyes with your most elegant creation.
Ingratiating words do not sit well with me, nor do duplicitous machinations.
Alright, there's no way that Aglaya is complaining about duplicitous machinations.
As long as the thread has form, it is enough to craft seamless finery. Hardly a challenge. None of these pose a challenge.
She's about to get rid of her failed pieces!
Now I see why the Holy City is free of worries. Even as the end nears, they're still obsessed with lavish clothing.
Are flawed creations really still worth the people's adoration?
Me! I want to be showered with a thunderous ovation and lots of flowers. I want to stir her emotions.
Do I fit the bill? My sister and I are refugees from the Abyss. I want to get a pair of shoes for her.
Go. Go to the 3 children in the city. His years of drifting made him detest water's waves.
A blade that can cut through the mighty must be enough to slay gods.
Apart from Kremnos' traditions, what do you have left?
That is why I walk on this path.
She did not go with a smile, but to me she cursed. Oh, life's end, how ugly you are. How despicable. For if death cannot be avoided, I wish it could contain beauty more plentiful. Stay alive.
How many 50-50 losses? I actually don't know. last 6 months? Okay, so we just lost to Himiko. And then before that was Trippy. But that was probably the guarantee, because I'm pretty sure the one before that is Japard. Yep. So that's 2 losses so far in a row. And then the one before that was probably Fei Xiao. What did I get before then? Oh, Sunday. Okay. But did I lose the 50-50 for Sunday? The one before that was, I think, Fei Xiao. Yeah, but that was right after losing the 50-50 by getting Bailu. So I won the 50-50 for Sunday, and then I've lost 2 in a row. And that's the past 6 months worth of warps. I should make a team that has Remembrance MC on it. I think I have one lying around here. Oh, you know, it would probably be even... No, this is fine. Huge tree is huge.
Is that all?
Oh yeah, I was supposed to be taking pictures for March. I actually completely forgot about that.
It's the Bough of Rift, the divine body of Circe's. Flora began to grow where they planted their roots, and this flatland basin upon which we stand gradually became a large, verdant forest.
That's pretty cool. I like that lore.
A long time ago, Felicis, the first scholar, led the masses to build a garden and courtyard in the forest, naming the site the Grove of Epiphany. There, people sought mental clarity, knowledge, and enlightenment.
Trian knows this. Everybody says that was how this big academy came to be.
Oh, do you know something differently?
Something feels off. The Grove has always welcomed scholars. So too would Circe's give us her delicate leaves and extend her branches in greeting. Yet, it seems both the Grove's messengers and the Titan are indifferent to our arrival. That doesn't seem likely. Miss Hyacine didn't mention anything about it.
You can't really trust these flame chasers.
Everybody's still asleep because classes haven't started yet. They don't want to be disturbed, so they shut the entrance.
It's like past noon, though.
This place is too quiet. What in the world is going on?
It's actually kind of interesting to consider that, like, the romance titan Nesta was involved with the reason titan Cersei's. Right, that's got to be kind of a bummer, since Aglaia kind of killed romance and took the core flame.
Trian found it! Everybody, fly across to the other side!
That was kind of weird. It like zoomed in even though I wasn't in the menu. You can't get squished by the tiny statues.
The entrance on the other side. What could it be?
I was like way more sensitive than it usually is.
I knew you would find it. The courtyard of Storky should be just ahead of us.
Ah yes, the imprints of knowledge.
Looks good.
Sometimes you get achievements for destroying the fast flying ones.
As I expected, something's not right here. Not to mention that this whole place is also eerily quiet. That's possible.
Hello? Is anyone there? Oh. Huh, no one's here.
I have an idea. Lady Trian, could you lend me that golden spindle? Do you remember? Lady Aglaia said this. While you're in the grove, the golden thread of the weft can also render all things around you visible, regardless of whether they're corporeal or not. This is achievable because the grove is not only where the roots of Cersei's are, but also where the chrysalis of gold manifests. Oh, Nestia, with the weft as my vow, I beseech you, entwine my body with your golden thread and affection. This is a proverb that was recorded in the handbook of Nestia's priests. If I'm not mistaken, we should be able to draw power out of this butterfly exuvia with the golden thread.
There isn't a reaction. Did it not work?
Maybe I should say those words.
But that shouldn't be. Are they white dryad flowers?
Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, darn. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Looks good.
That's the way forward. And we came from here. Which is funny because I can just destroy it, but maybe I won't. No, I will. Still says it's been preserved? Huh? Okay, you say so. Detonators. Only gravitas had the gravitas of the situation. Oh, this is the guy that collapsed. Okay. I guess there must be some sort of like Venn diagram of flame chasers and Chrysos heirs, because I assumed that all of the Chrysos heirs were golden blood. Like I thought there were only 12 Chrysos heirs, but I guess not. Oh, that explained a lot.
No, these aren't white dryads. These are shadows of dead white dryads.
Dead Mem? Shadow?
Mem was able to say the word dead.
These white dryads are still plants. They only gained sentience as a result of Circe's blessing of equality. But their sentience is minimal when compared to that of humans. These flowers have already died. What you see here are just faint afterimages of their souls.
On the Herta space station, there's this one guy that is apparently part of some club that wants to treat all things as equals. Like, not just treat all humans and Pepeshi and whatnot as equals, but like also the plants should be treated as equals and like the animals and whatnot. That guy would love this place, because if Circe is able to give sentience and reason to regular animate objects that aren't humans, yeah, they would love that.
However, this also means that the golden thread has definitely connected with the Titan's presence. Without the golden thread's outlines, we would not have been able to see them at all.
But what happened to them? Why are there only tiny shadows of them left?
Because they died.
Mem, can you read their memories?
Let me try. Black cloak, sword toward the great tree.
I have a bad feeling about this. The deathly fog of Thanatos is fast approaching.
Oh, great. You've been looking for Thanatos.
Oh! Trianne will be on high alert!
I wonder why they don't have anything to say about this. Am I the only one that can see the memories? I'm probably the only one that can see the memories. There's nothing on the steps. Well, that's not very promising.
This looks really scary.
neither of those. This is a creation of the Black Tide. Such creatures are formed when living beings are corrupted and
It's
turned
kind of
into
like the
deformed
Fragmentum,
hollow
actually.
husks of their former selves.
Or the Mars truck.
Everybody, stay alert. Regardless of what has happened to the Grove, the fact that we're seeing the remains of a Black Tide creation here definitely doesn't bode well.
Should we inform Aggie about this? Mem! Memmy Mem. Memmy Mem Mem Mem.
Can you understand them, casters?
The monster is alive! Trienne will protect everybody!
Do you really need to?
Trienne, please hide behind us. Miss, let's do this.
I was gonna say, like, I'm the galactic baseballer. Attacking enemies will restore the credit, and the more enemies hit, the more credits are stored.
As expected. The words black, sword, and cloak. They're talking about the Black Tide.
I could take 10 of you! Here you go, Master!
The dice have been kept. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Time to show you what Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards, watch this! Mimi! Mimi!
Show me what you can do. I'll give you the fear that knows not fear.
Yeah!
I won't do. I venture forth to hunt forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
This team is way too SP positive. I guess I could skill with RMC.
Defeated it! Little Gray, little Kaz, you're so strong!
Or swap to Motza.
Memmy mem mem. Memmy mem mem. Memmy mem mem.
To think the Black Tide has spread this quickly to the Grove despite its remote location. I'm afraid a world where strife has fallen is far more dangerous than we ever imagined.
Oh no! Does this mean that Akuma is also in danger?
Looking at this mess.
I was too busy thinking about combat. Let me actually read this real quick.
It seems the scholars at least succeeded in fending off the first wave of attacks. But at what price?
New perspective or new POV.
Lady Aglaya, after a few days of surgeries, both major and minor, we were able to save the life of that patient.
So it's been
from
several
the
days
consequences
now
of
since we've
Akuma.
left. Like, time is so messed up in this storyline.
For your hard work.
The scarring of his organs was especially severe, the result of the Black Tide's corruption. It's a miracle he's even survived. I can't say for sure when he'll regain consciousness.
Don't stress yourself out over this. You've already done everything in your power to save him. There's no need to hurry to the Grove either. You deserve a good rest now. Tribi, I have some things to tell you as well. There's something strange about where that patient came from. He is not Akuma. The way the stitches on his clothes are hidden is quite unique. Such craftsmanship is undeniably from the Grove.
The Grove? You mean...
Now that I think about it, Castrus and the rest should have arrived at the Grove by now.
Trienne just got in contact. survivors, even with the help of the Golden Thread. What should we do, Aggie?
I was actually curious to see whether they would like be able to communicate with each other for over long distances. This power is actually kind of really broken. Like, you'd be able to coordinate so many attacks and like defenses and like learn so much just like interacting with yourself. I guess they have cell phones, so it's not as broken as it could be.
Black Tide is posing an even greater risk to us now. I did not expect the Grove to be the first to be impacted, though. Can they tell where the core flame is right now?
We see it. The core flame is still there,
But what?
Like, they can't say for sure whether the Titan has also been corrupted by the Black Tide.
Please let them know that for now, the most pressing task is to identify the core flame and transfer it to a safe place as quickly as possible. We must also search for survivors and find out exactly what happened to the Grove. Oh, and find Anaxa. Unless something went terribly wrong, he should still be alive.
They've set off. Please, stay safe, everyone.
I pray for their safety too.
Aggie, how do you know that Anaxa is still alive?
I know that man all too well. If that blasphemous performer knew that he was not long for this world, he would most certainly try to seize the core flame and drag the Titan down with him.
Is this a joke as well?
No, I'm being serious this time. We're facing threats from both within and without Akima. The merciless carnage may have ceased, but Akima's nemesis continues to sharpen their blades even now. They may have even prepared the gallows from which to hang us already.
You mean...
The Council of Elders?
Even if the divine authority of strife is as yet unclaimed, the Black Tide is advancing more rapidly than I expected. I fear this tragedy is more than a mere natural disaster. Alas, it's too late. The Council will likely take this opportunity to do something... I will try to keep this under wraps for now. But you must also take care and be prepared for anything that may happen.
Alright. Should I inform Hyacine about this?
Not for now. She must be exhausted after performing surgeries non-stop for so many days. I don't want to overwhelm her with this bad news.
We can only hope that the Grove weathers this crisis with as many survivors as possible.
That being said, based on the condition of this patient, Treevy, we should prepare for the worst. It's likely he is the only one who managed to escape from the Grove against all odds.
Everything will be fine. The people at the Grove are really smart. They'll definitely be able to chase away the Black Tide.
How should I put it? Lady Aglaya doesn't trust Anaxa at all, I'm afraid. Believe me, she is far nicer to the two of you than she is to Anaxa. Despite being a Chrysosaur, Anaxa resolutely believes that Titans and prophecies are a load of nonsense. During our regular citizens' assemblies, he always votes to oppose the Flame Chase journey.
Trian knows the answer to that. Everybody says that Cersei's, who symbolizes reason, is the most tolerant of novel ideas. Apart from Kefali, they're the Titan who treats us the best.
Yes, that is how we formed an agreement with these Titans who bear no harm toward humanity. If they agree to support us on our flame chase journey, we will wait till the final moments of the journey to restore their core flames.
I see.
With the exception of Orynyx, that is. They didn't lend us their power willingly.
That is true. It's also fortunate that these gods weren't corrupted by the Black Tide and did not descend into madness.
Trian believes Cersei's will be alright. After all, everybody says that the people of the Grove are really smart. So, Little Gray and Little Cass, just leave the task of finding Anaxa and everyone else to Trian. It's easy for Trian to look for people because we can fly.
Good idea. In that case, please bring the weft along with you, Lady Trian. The golden thread will be much more effective from up above. Please promise us that you'll take care of yourself.
Okie doke. If Trian gets in trouble, we'll look for all of you. In return, if you get in trouble, remember to call for Trian, okay? We'll come right over and open the gate for you.
That's the other thing I wish to mention. Do not open the gate unless you have no other choice, Lady Trian. Your body is not in good shape at the moment.
Okay. We will keep that in mind. Trian was just trying to help.
Of course, we know that. After all, Lady Trian is a demigod, the most powerful among all of us here.
I mean, I don't know about that.
Remember all those brave heroes in the tales you've heard? They would always save their strength until the very last moment. That way, they could ensure that nothing went wrong with their plans. Isn't that right?
In that case, brave Trian shall clear the way for all of you.
So many monsters.
Is that all?
This is the shortcut to come back here once we've gone all the way through the rest of the area. so I now see how the bodies are different when you can investigate them. So let me double check. Yep, there's one here. And let's make sure there's none on the first floor. Yep, there was one.
It could be because when a life is devoured by the black tide, it loses its soul.
Oh, that's sad.
Looks good.
I can't open it. It was probably sealed in order to ward off the black tide. Save your energy. Yanis's power is far stronger than we could ever imagine.
Are you serious? Just a mere door, and your first instinct is to call on the gods? Before you try unlocking the door, perhaps you should first find a way to clear the fog that clouds your vision.
This must be an Axa.
My name is Anaxagoras, one of the seven sages of the Grove of Epiphany, and the founder of the Newsporists. Before we go any further, rule number 1: do not call me Anaxa.
That sounds like the perfect way for literally everyone to call you an Axa. Anaxagoras.
Rule number 2: never interrupt me. Silence is golden. The person standing here and conversing with you right now isn't the vestiges of a memory. Rather, it is a culmination of the greatness of science and the pure, irrefutable, and undeniable exalted truth.
It's just a hologram projection, but sure, okay.
Through the wonders of alchemy, I have shattered my soul and transmuted it into gold before burying it in this spot. I have recorded these words so that visitors may learn where their next destination lies.
It's not even a projection, it's just a recording.
Nothing is impossible. Having said that, alchemy is not omnipotent. Each time you hear from me, an equivalent part of my soul is being consumed as the price. In other words, this voice isn't created out of thin air. That's because my precise calculations account for every possibility. I also know that you have already discovered the cause of the calamity at the Grove, the Black Tide, and that you mistakenly believe that the scholars...
That's so inefficient. He just like calculated every possible dialogue tree and just recorded. Like imagine all the unused dialogue trees that or dialogue branches that he recorded just in case I knew a different set of information before I got here. Oh yeah, and he speaks mem.
But since you have accessed this message, something unforeseen must have occurred. For now, you should continue onward to the Luminary Throne, where you may retrieve the core flame and our mortal remains.
He believes he's already dead.
Now, the objective is complete. That is all.
Miss, judging from your reaction, you must have found a useful memory.
This kind of reminds me of like there's an episode of Modern Family where, as a Valentine's Day present, Phil Dunphy like records himself and like plays it for his wife and like anticipates all the things that she's going to say and like actually has an answer in the recording responding to it, and he's like very accurate, but what he doesn't expect to happen is that like his kids come home unexpectedly and like interrupt everything, and all the timing is completely off. I just like imagine an actor just like recording all this stuff and being like, okay, well then they're probably going to ask me this, and then just coming up with it.
Professor Anaxa? That's a lot to digest at once. I'm sorry. Please give me some time. You don't have to take that too seriously. For some reason, he's especially particular about his full name. Professor Anaxa theorizes that all beings originate from the same source and have a similar composition, which in this case refers to the soul. He calls this theory Nusporism.
Nusporism.
It is an extremely complicated theory. You should get him to explain it himself if you're interested.
As in the Titan Noose, possibly.
Provided that he is still alive. Yes, that seems like the only good news so far. We can just focus on retrieving the core flame then. I do not wish to consider this possibility. Perhaps they were just unable to transfer the core flame, but managed to escape. It is located at the top of the giant tree and is where Circe's core flame is kept. According to Anaxa, the core flame should still be there.
I mean, it has the similar name, Nusporism. The theory that all things came from the same source.
Right. Let's see whether he left any similar directions for us along the way. Alchemy is truly incredible.
Yeah, all you gotta do is just transmute a few souls. Yeah, I ran into a similar issue in the alchemy-based anime Full Metal Alchemist, where it's like, yeah, alchemy is this thing and you can like transfer things into things, but all the really good stuff requires like human lives to be sacrificed. Dark Lord and Axe of making Horcruxes, pretty much.
No, you didn't imagine it. I heard it as well. I'm afraid that someone's probably nearby, as we are unable to ascertain whether they are friend or foe. We better remain cautious.
It's coming from the tree.
Found it. The voice is coming from over there. No. It seems to be coming from somewhere even further that way. Let's go check it out.
This is probably what I'm supposed to do. Here's the garment maker. I don't know that I've found 10 yet.
Is that all?
I don't want to sequence break quite yet. At least not fully. Does that look like it's natural, or does it look like there was a battle here?
Regardless of what you do, a stone won't be able to speak.
That's a new voice. That's not Alexa. Who's that?
Such a lively little bunny. You even smell a little familiar. What an impatient child. Don't you know that haste makes waste?
Who are you? Keep your distance and identify yourself. Otherwise, you'll face the consequences.
The scent of Thanatos. I recognize you. Idonia's renowned goddess of death.
Since you are aware, stop provoking the authority of death. Answer my
She's
question.
already kind of dead, so...
Baring your fangs at me. How cute. Just call me Calypso. I greet you on behalf of the 7 sages and the Litophagists.
Calypso. Okay. 7 sages. So I think Anexa is one of the 7 sages, right? I don't know what the Litophagists are. This is a bit unlike Casterus. Oh, I mean, she just snuck up on us and seemingly is dead because I think she's transparent and is floating, or at least her dress is floating and see-through. She's not usually so hostile. She usually isn't confronted with like ghosts. She did say to, what's his name, to Encoder, that she is willing to kill, like, actual people that, you know, are willing to fight, but those that are just trying to run or are cowardly, she won't kill them. Like when Encoder says, hey, you killed all those soldiers back there, how come you won't kill this guy that's trying to scam you and murder you for your weapons?
Of course not. Just ask the fair lady beside you. She'll definitely know the reason why.
You sure look dead to me. Like, everything about your... everything is like, I am dead. The blood, the bloody eyes, the floating stuff, the crown of thorns.
Be careful. Even if the head of the Litophagists has never shown their true identity before, you shouldn't trust this person so easily.
And this person trusts Aglaya, so you know this person is really untrustworthy.
The weft could not detect her presence just now. That would be out of the ordinary if she were truly a phantom body. But if she is someone who has passed on, I should be able to tell. Let me test her.
Do you mind if I join your private conversation?
That would be rather inappropriate for someone who isn't even willing to reveal their real self. Forget it. However, I'm going to ask you some questions. Please answer them truthfully. If you can do so without hesitation, we won't treat you as an enemy for the time being.
A pop quiz? Well, that sparks my interest. Go ahead.
What was the topic for the grand finals of the 752nd Great Debate?
Is a flying arrow in motion or at rest?
That was fast.
Who was your representative?
Medea. She went up against Phynon of the New Sporists.
Who won?
Nobody won because the 752nd Great Debate never took place. What I just mentioned happened during the previous debate. Phynon emerged victorious and obtained his 10th consecutive debate wreath. Also, to alleviate your worries, I shall provide you with a piece of information that's more valuable than the Great Debate. Anaxa the New Sporist is still alive. I saved him, and he is now recuperating at the Luminary Throne. So, are you satisfied with my answers?
Phynon, he can debate? There's no way that Phynon can debate. Besides, they said Phynon of the New Sprites, or New Sporus, not Finon of that town that he's always talking about him being from. But maybe he's just good at everything. I don't know.
This dumbfounded expression of yours is much more adorable and likable than the previous one. As the saying goes, seeing is believing. Why don't you follow me to the throne and take a look for yourself?
I'll keep my eyes on you at all times.
Oh, that's truly an honor. As long as we can get the water wheel turning, we'll be able to use it to ascend. So, the solution is to awaken this heart.
This seems like a puzzle that we will do next time. Or we will continue to unlock the mystery of Calypso. And continue towards the throne room and find an Axa. Otherwise, it doesn't really seem to be much to do in this room. It's a good place to stop, though. I can teleport to here. Am I allowed to leave? Which I should be allowed to leave.
It's still early. Where to now?
Oh yeah, and the mystery of our 10-time debate champion, Finon.
I'm so parched.
I don't have, like, anything? Okay, I do.
The sea. The sea is right here.
I should probably... what's it called, right? Looks like I'm done with Cavern of Corrosion for this week. Let's do some more Calyrex.
Miss Stellaron, time for us to reveal our true value to one another.
I need to fix my character build. But also maybe that'll work out. Maybe that's what I
Show me
should
what
do.
you can do. I'll give you 5 seconds.
Yeah, I think that's the solution.
The fear that knows not fear. I won't do.
Time to show you what I can. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, Bless Card. What's this?
Still under wasting in action advance.
Fangs and claws got dull. Never hesitate. I won't do.
Ideally, Fei Shao go first, and that would be exactly enough energy gain for Mim to go right after her, bringing her back to the front.
I venture forth to forever triumphant. Victory is inevitable. The fearless knows not fear. I venture forth forever triumphant. Victory is inevitable.
Oh, I get it. Time to show you what I Master Dragon White type card. Less cards. Watch this. Mim mim mim. Mim mim.
Never hesitate. That won't do.
Yeah.
Too slow.
I could take 10 of you.
I venture forth to hunt forever triumphant. Victory is inevitable.
Awesome.
Show me what you can do. I'll get the fearless knows not fear.
Here you go, Master.
Never hesitate. Too slow.
Yeah.
The fearless knows not fear.
Yeah.
That won't do.
Oh, I get it. Ready to shine. Now watch this. Me. Me. I could take 10 of you. Mimi, Mimi.
Never hesitate. I venture forth to forever triumphant. Victory is inevitable. I venture forth to hunt forever triumphant.
Was it 21 before? Let's see what it's at afterwards. 24, so it does give me 3% every time.
Awesome. Time to show Azure Dragon White type. Less cards. Watch this.
Fangs and claws. The fearless knows not fear. That won't do.
Oh, you're one action away. Adventuring almost got a turn there. Yeah, still can't decide whether I like March 7th here or Moza here. Like, it would be kind of cool to have true damage Moza. Because he also gains so much energy when he's taking his turns. Oh yeah, I did pull on, get some light cone stuff. 5. So close. We're almost there. I need to start thinking about redoing Himiko's build. Now that we have E2, may as well make her even stronger. Let's see how she currently is. S rank. 27 is fine. Like, even my Topaz has higher than that. 30. What's Jing Yuan at? Jing Yuan's probably at my highest rated character. 32. That's so many effective substats. It won't give me the number. I guess that kind of makes sense, right? You wouldn't necessarily, because if you're counting effective substats, then if you have a wrong main stat and you have like all the substats, then like you could get a higher substat number, even though your build is overall less effective. I think 25 is the cutoff for S rank, because this is 26. This is 24 and only an A. And I think I saw something that was okay, so 26 is an S. So it could be that 25 is a... Nope. 27 is an A for this. So it actually depends on the character then. Because this is only 19 total effects. But I guess it's based on how many there are. Because I got an S rank for this. Yeah, because there are 3 of these. Yep, no speed, but everything else is the same. You know, I've never farmed for physical set. It's just all leftover stuff that was crafted and from treasure chests and things like that. I suppose I must have farmed it at some point in time, because it's not something you get from treasure chests. But pretty sure that Physical Trailblazer was just on like purple musketeer set for a while. Oh, it's probably because I was farming thief set. For a while I was trying to get that because like I was like, okay, well, you can't go wrong with a thief set. Because you can always break the person. Even if you can't do good crit damage or good attack, you could always just get break damage and it'll be fine. Now that I have RMC E6, I might be able to finish this off. Let's try it. Oh, I have to reset up the builds. This is her Pela RMC someone else. Who was the last person for this? That was probably Himiko. Right? Probably not Himiko. It could be Aventurine. Yeah, let's put Aventurine for the last slot here. And then this is going to be the obvious Jingyuin Sunday Tribute Core.
Upgrade configured.
Feeling lucky. Sure, I'll play along.
Honored to meet me. Time to twirl! Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Time to twirl!
Now it's the perfect setup.
Do you know who I... It's Big Diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl! Do you know who I... It's Big Diamond! It's all yours! Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Time to twirl!
Hedge your bets. The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
Honored to meet me. Do you know who... This Big Diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl! Me. What are you looking at? Losing support. Ready for another?
Unfortunate.
Enemy data network is activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
No dirty tricks, all right?
Enemy data set net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Time to twirl.
I hit the mark. The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
What are you looking for? Time to twirl. Enemy targets detected. Ready for another?
Darn.
Hedge your bets.
Commencing support. Honored to meet me. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Do you know who this big diamond?
I feel like I need a second major damage dealer on this team. I wonder if I could do this as stainless, like no aventuring.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. I hit the mark. Watch your head.
Enemy data set net markers activated. Time for a good counterattack.
Yeah, that was terrible. I mean, that's actually the same score that I got last time, but no good. So RMC is not, getting E6 is not the secret to just automatically being better. It actually is 100 points more than, or like not 100, but like 300 points more than my current high score. I don't even know why I bother. Yeah, Fugue would really help with that. Okay, Sir Ball. Oh, but with the Herda afterwards. Yep. Try Himiko. I probably will try Herda Himiko. Like I might replace, I don't know. I might replace Aventurine with Himiko actually. They're not really attacking me that much. And I think that it's okay if I die on side 2. Or not on, if I die in wave 3, then that's kind of fine. I do want to keep RMC because the true damage would be really beneficial. Pale is nice because she gains energy from killing, or from enemies dying, even if she's not the one killing them. And then Herda for the follow-up attacks. I was trying out the Gnosis, but last time I did just the normal skill-based or follow-up attack thing. Use a skill or launch a follow-up attack. Yeah, that is way better. Like, I'm hitting like 5 people with Herda's skill, but that's the only person that's actually doing skills. The others are like follow-up attacks, but if Himiko's on here, then that would also be follow-up attacks. I'll try that out off stream though. We're gonna call it here. I'm going to settle the baby and then hit the hay, get ready for work tomorrow. If you enjoyed the stream, be sure to leave a like. If you want to see more from me, be sure to subscribe. I'll be back later this week with more Star Rail, and then probably not much of a stream next week until like later on in the week. I'll be out of town. But thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care and goodbye.